It's the end of the year and the last North Road Championship Club race and the accompanying £24,000 in prize money has been and gone, but more on that later. For now, I'm trying to spend a bit of time with the birds and prepare the loft for breeding, which this season I'll be leaving until the end of January. Whilst there's no racing, my mind starts to turn to other pigeon related matters, and there's one in particular that I keep coming back to. So, is this the end? Well, I know it's a bit of a clickbaity kind of title, but actually in this case, I think it's probably right. And that's not through a lack of trying. I thought what I'd do is I would get Rufus, my dog, and the camera, and I'd come for a walk and just talk about what I think we can do to turn the tide and make pigeon racing more popular again. And I think there is a way to do it. It's been bugging me for the last couple of years, with so many people in their 30s, 40s and I suppose 50s too, fed up with spending their working lives indoors. Why haven't more of them considered starting their own race team? I mean, I want to spend more of my time in my garden when I get home from work, but I really don't like gardening. Since flying the birds, however, I spend most of my summer outside, like I did as a kid, and I love it. For those of you that are new to the channel, I started keeping racing pigeons about 2 years ago, and to begin with it was just out of interest. I don't know why I wanted to do it. There was no family connection or anything like that. I just decided to get involved in racing pigeons, and I started the channel just as a bit of a thing for me and my kids, just to have a bit of fun. Everybody was telling me that actually pigeon racing's dying. It's a sport that's on its knees. There are a lot of people that are getting old and retiring because of ill health, or some of them are passing. There were very few people getting, for a few new people and younger people getting into the sport. I mean, I was late 30s and I was one of the youngest, or I am one of the youngest, I guess. You know, there used to be loads of birds. You had 10,000 birds every race weekend. There were a load of lofts in the local area. There's very little sort of promotion of the sport. I think it's closed. Everything that you see about racing pigeons, you've pretty much got to be involved with racing pigeons in the first place to spot it and to find out anything about it. And interestingly, lately I've had quite a lot of messages from people that have seen the channel, watched all of the episodes, and God knows how they managed that, and then decided to actually buy themselves or build themselves a loft. And at the moment I'm talking to quite a few people that are doing that, and I think, well, that's brilliant. That's like people that have, which is what I really wanted the channel to do, was to show people, one, like my mistakes, and also how much fun it can be. So what I thought would be really good is if I set up another channel that's dedicated to the sport as a whole, and not my loft, not my birds, not the races I enter, but other people that are into racing pigeons. So when I first started, before I got my birds, I used to go around to Charlie's and I'd go around to Dave's, and you know, just have a look at their birds, have a look at their lofts, and actually people quite like that. And so I thought, well, I might do a bit more of that. So if I can get people to send videos of their lofts and of their birds, maybe their races, maybe their systems, whatever it might be, and collate that into a bit of a channel or a particular show, shall we say. And the whole point of this channel is to try and promote more people, get more people, promote the sport, get more people into it. And I think if they can see how much fun it is and how easy it is to get involved, it's not easy once you're involved, but how easy it is to get involved, I think more people will take it on. When all you need is a shed on the bottom of your garden and some good race birds, and you can sort of keep yourself entertained for hours and hours and hours. But also what I'm hoping is that more people will see it and think, well, I can put a loft on the bottom of my garden, I can get some birds and I can get involved. And that's really what I want, because my worry is that in another 10 years there's going to be nobody left to race against. So I think we need to get more people, and I think a lot more people would do it if they knew how to do it. And so that's my plan, really. So I'm going to be uploading more content onto the new channel to try and sort of encourage people to get involved. If you've got any ideas of what should be on the channel, even the bad things, you know, if there's things that you don't like, then comment. down below. Tell me what you think would be good, what wouldn't work, what I should avoid, or what you think what you think would work best. I don't know if any of that makes sense because I'm just sort of walking and talking. I don't have a script or anything like that. It's just been, you know, things that I need to think about and try and get it all my ducks in a row, all my pigeons in a row. It takes a certain kind of person to want to race pigeons. A quick flick through members' profile photos on the How to Train Your Pigeon Facebook page and you're met with countless images of giant fish and game. Is that where we should be looking to get more flyers involved? Are fishermen and hunters the natural bedfellows of the fancy? Have most outdoorsmen even ever considered racing pigeons? Well, if not, maybe they should. So, I'm almost running out of food. I've definitely run out of grit and other nutrients and things, so I'm going to take a trip over to the shop now to go and buy everything that we need for winter, because I don't want to have to keep going there and back, and get all the grit and minerals that I need for the birds and some more feed. Head over there now. Some feeders. Right, sort your hair out. Alright, now this is exciting because we're now at the last race of the year, of the season. It's basketing day today. I'm going to send the NRCC North Road Championship Club Futurity birds, which I think we've only got 3. I'm just about to double check. We had 3 yesterday. Took them for a final toss, and the one bird that didn't come back was an NRCC Futurity bird. But I counted them last night, and I'm pretty sure there was 24, which means it is in there somewhere. I just can't spot it. And then there's also the last race of the Federation tomorrow, the North Road, Notts District North Road Federation, something like that. Anyway, they're racing from Darlington, or we're racing from Darlington, so I'm going to send some birds to that, and I'll send some birds to the NRCC. The only downside is they're molting like crazy, and that's because they don't get much sun. The weather is weird. Like, it's been autumn here for the last month, or it's felt like it's been autumn for the last month. Like there's been leaves all over the floor. You see how dark brown those are. And because I've not been able to train the birds as much as I'd like, with work being really busy, they've not been working as hard, but they've put in some good performances, and hopefully we've got enough energy and fly left in them for this last race. So I'm going to get them basketed up, take them over to the NRCC marking station, which is in Calverton, and then we'll have a good clean out. But, you know, it's £24,000 up for grabs in this race today, so right. Let's get you fed. Oh, you're on your own? Right, so we've got where have I put it? One, two, three.
Morning everyone, here we are up at Dunbar, Security race, the last one of the season. We're just getting ready to liberate at 9:30 in a west wind, turning northwest en route, and here they go, the liberation at 9:30 in a west wind.
Bro.
Turning northwest.
Birds are up, 9:30. Past 12. Sorry, 12 minutes past 11.
You only get one on sheet out of Annie.
They're in the Fed, yeah.
Because you were second and third in bloody close.
Mm.
But they've only put one on.
Oh, that's because we didn't get high enough. I think they only put the top 10 in the Fed of anybody's, but then after that it's just your first bird back.
It won 5 out of 6 races. And they've all been with pigeons what you got from me this year.
That's good, isn't it? Good.
1 week he was first 4, 2 I bred him, and 2 what he bred his son, but them 2 what he bred his son were off pigeons what I give him. He top fed last week.
Hi Charlie, alright?
Hey Bonnie lad, how are you going on?
Thanks, how you doing?
He's had a good year with young'uns.
I told him about you laughing about it, the fact that you were a Forest player.
I played for Durham County schoolboys.
Yeah, well, yeah, not the same league though, is it?
I only had 1 game.
This is slow now, Charlie. 2 hours and 3 minutes.
We should have been on.
We should, yeah.
Well, they can't clock them to look cool.
So we've seen peregrine falcons, sparrowhawks, buzzards, crows, wood pigeons and a jay,
Everything around here.
starlings and no racers. Very slow. I was saying I sent, I wasn't going to send it, but I've sent that mealy that I got from Dave Evans. Just because I like the look of it, I wanted to keep it back, but I thought I should probably send it because it's not done anything yet. So I gave it one more chance as a young bird. I do hope it comes back. Well, Charlie, not the way we wanted to finish the season, is it?
It seems every time I think the birds are slow, they end up doing better than expected. But today, with the lack of preparation and no sign of the birds from either race, the chances of winning any prize money were fading faster than Charlie's hearing. The first bird back was a Federation bird, Dark Ghoul. This is Archie's prize-winning dark checker hen from a fortnight ago.
That's been in the field, Charlie. That one's got mud all over its feet, so that's been down for a drink.
7, 8.
That's been down for a drink, Charlie.
Yeah, 5, 3, 7, 8.
5, 3, 7, 8. No, she's only 2 hours late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birds back, 4 missing still. This is Dark Ghoul. This is Archie's bird. She was the first one back for us. You're hungry, aren't you? She won the gold ring race, or came third, sorry, in the gold ring race 2 weeks ago. But I think she's at least 10 minutes behind the rest of the birds in the club. Not much training. We're still waiting now for the Dunbar birds. For over 4 hours, been a really slow day for those first birds, and I've spoken to a couple of members in the club, and it went much faster, good 7 or 8 minutes I think, the first bird ahead of us. So if the NRCC birds are anything like that sort of speed, we've got another hour to wait before they get back. I'm not really sure because the weather seems to be fine, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Nerve-wracking. It's now been 5 hours and 40 minutes and we still haven't had a bird back, so I think that's us out of the running, which is annoying. So I'll keep the clock on, but yeah, I think that's so frustrating. Looking forward to that all year. And the weather looks good now. We've had quite a few like weather fronts going through. The wind seems to have died off and the sun's coming out again, but Charlie went home about an hour and a half ago. So yeah, no birds. So we've only had 5. I sent 9 to the Fed race to Aycliffe. I have 5 of those back. So there's 4 still missing. Haven't seen those for 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, 3 hours, and nothing back yet from Dunbar. It's a shame. So that's it. Over and out.